And said Rookhill, I'm looking forward to this matchup. Fun Gaming versus Simple Tankers.
Yes, definitely going to be a similar, I think, play style or the way it's going to play out as to the Simple Tankers versus Simp match, where you've got one team, Simple Tankers, almost very aggressive in a way, but also understanding that their opponent is generally reactive and defensive, and so tailoring their play style like that against, of course, that reactive defensive team who is going to play as they're expected, unless Fun Gaming decides they want to throw a surprise at us.
Yeah. Let's talk about these two teams a little bit more in depth here. First off, Fun Gaming has a better record right now than some veteran teams. So it goes to show you that this team that joined us via the qualifier, a team that's performed well in LAN tournaments for World of Tanks in Russia, is here to stay, at least for this season. But they have a bit of a stigma. They're known as a campy team, and American teams don't like that kind of strategy. They want to see action. We are action heroes when it comes to America. But what quells that type of backtalk, that type of rumor milling when it comes to campy teams that we kind of saw against Simp until they were able to win in Season 3 is that they win matches. That is what's going to turn the Eastern Bloc representatives of Fun Gaming into America's sweethearts, if you will, when it comes to World of Tanks. It's based on victories. Now they're up against Simple Tankers. Simple Tankers, a team that brought Simp to the brink again, over and over. They're bringing a championship team to tiebreakers. They're trying to get a win against them, but they haven't been able to do it yet. Is this an underdog match for Fun Gaming? You betcha. And they're going to have to watch out for the aggression that Simple Tankers has been bringing in all of their matchups. And that being said, it's my pleasure to bring these two team representatives from Simple Tankers and Fun Gaming to the face-off. Gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Clutch.
All right, first off, Simple Tankers. If there's one time for any team not to play against you guys, it's tonight, based off that tiebreaker loss against Simp. My question for you is, tell me what happens next after that tiebreaker loss. How do you guys improve? What is next for Simple Tankers?
Well, we got to rattle off one row. That's all there is to it. We got to come in 5-2 going into the playoffs there. Can't take another loss, period.
Have you felt more confident today than you have been as a team in this type of scenario?
No, we're losing. Can't lose. Doesn't matter who it's against. Doesn't matter if we take Simp to the brink. We lost. Can't lose.
All right. Fun Gaming, you're 2-1 in the league right now, a record better than your opponents tonight. Does this give you any semblance of confidence before you take on the juggernaut that is Simple Tankers?
Oh, yes.
Are you the outcast team trying to win hearts and minds in America? Does that matter to you that some people like to call you the campy team?
Let them think what they want.
All right. It's the results that speak volumes. Anything you'd like to say, Fun Gaming, to your opponents before we start?
Have fun.
Jay Smooth, any words?
Fun and games is over. America, let's go.
I like that hat, by the way.
All right, ladies and
Happy
gentlemen.
4th of July.
Thank you. Thank you, Logo. We're about to enter the danger zone. Thank you, gentlemen.
Straight to it.
All right.
America.
Had to do it. Danger zone. Top Gun fan, you'll know what we're talking about. All right, Rookhill, let's take a look at the rosters for both these teams here, and which of these individuals are we looking at the most for both these teams?
All right, so for Simple Tankers, I need to point out that Tofu Smurf and Zakum, who were together last season so much, have not been. And so we're actually not seeing their complementary stats come together, which actually results in players like Pub Whisperer being the top performing player, at least statistically, for Simple Tankers. Other people behind that are Jay Smooth and Wallhacks, both of them doing incredibly well. And then for the side of Fun Gaming, we've got Stark. And Stark is racking up some serious damage in 5100s, IS3s. I think it's mostly 5100s. Let me actually verify.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a 5100.
Yeah, it's 1390 as well.
Okay.
He's played the
Battle
IS3
loaders.
once and a T32. IS3 3 times. He won every single time he played an IS3, by the way. But
The Stark attack.
Yeah, I know.
To call
But
it.
T32, he has no wins. 1390, he has no wins. 5100 actually has only 3 wins out of 8 games played. So, thinking put Stark in an IS3, see victory. I mean, it's statistically he has a 100% win ratio.
Just keep him away from any King's Landings or weddings, and I think Stark will be just fine. All right, Raquel. When it comes to the teams overall, what are your rules for victory?
All right, first rule, guys, is go PvP a little bit more. Go PvP is doing okay. He's doing all right, but he's the kind of player that I'm seeing in a lot of situations where I wish he performed better. I wish he hit more of the shots. I wish he was somewhat more aggressive in some situations where he backs off. And he's racking up decent stats, decent performance, but it's not enough. And that's an improvement I need to see out of Fun Game. At least I think so. Maybe there's a few other players that could see it as well on that team. Second rule is back to Tofukume. I want to see more Tofu combined with Zakum. That's their couple name, Clutch. It's a good couple name, I think.
Open a restaurant.
Exactly. With that, there's sick IS3s, but apparently Tofu's not going to be here today, so Simple Tankers has already broken my second rule. Disappointing. Third, fun tactics. I want to see some fun tactics out of Fun Gaming. Instead of sitting still, let's try some tactics. Be great.
It's keyword for this match. It'll be tactics. Keyword. Well, they're going to have plenty of tactics if they're going to go head-to-head with Simple Tankers. The first battle of this match is going to take place on Himmelsdorf between both these teams. Rookil, what do we have for tanks?
For tanks, 3 5100s, 2 IS3s, and 2 T1 Cunninghams for the side of Simple Tankers, who will be spawning on the red team in the south. In the north, in the blue, Fun Gaming will have 3 5100s, 2 IS3s, and 2 T1 Cunninghams.
If you love freedom and you want to celebrate your independence, say it with me, chat. Mirror matchup.
I had to say it too.
Made it just that much more free.
America.
Facepalm, Predator, Logovas, Go PvP, Stark, the Fun Gaming crew heading to the train station to the north.
A huge spread from Simple Tankers. Splitting along the G-Line 2 tanks, Zakum is spotted. Wallhacks to his east. To his south, Pub Whisperer, Angry White Guy moving out on the west. That's not good for Angry White Guy. He needs some support. He is lit. May take fire in just a moment. No, he's going to get against some cover. And now Logoas, supported by Facepalm, is going to be moving up. Angry White Guy is going to peek out, but if he is spotted, I expect him to go down very soon. Members of Simple Tankers, need to check on those guys going to the hill. Looks like J-Smooth and Mournblade are going to continue their attack on the hill. They may go up and over. They may find themselves supporting to the west. Whiskey Dodd and T1 will be leading the way on the hill, but there are 2 tanks right now out of position for Simple Tankers. Fun Gaming, if they had made a push, would be overmatching right now, but they're not.
Well, Simple Tankers knows their opponent. That's why they've chosen this type of strategy. Angry White Guy and Logovas could spot each other at any moment here. Oh, shot going down the one line from the 5100 from way up north. It was close, but no cigar.
Angry White Guy looking out. Sees Go PvP, actually.
Yeah, gets a hit against him.
Facepalm misses. Second shot goes into dirt. Facepalm just keeps putting him in dirt. And we could be seeing a situation in which Simple Tankers will have plenty of time to possibly counter out the positions of Fun Gaming. Facepalm is actually going to leave his previous attacking position and actually go towards the train station. Go PvP lit again. And who is lighting him up? That's got to be Pub Whisperer. Ah, he's going the way that we saw Blue Boys from Simp, bringing optics on that 5100. Because of that, he's going to be able to see rather far and spot a number of tanks that otherwise he would not be spotting. Julo taking fire from, is that Whiskey Dot? Yes, 13 damage on the hill. And supporting J-Smooth, moves out to cover the corner, waiting for Julo to peek back out and try and get that scouting again.
Fun Gaming's holding back. None of them have crossed the Echo line except for one Tier 1.
He's on the Echo line. Almost couldn't say he crossed it.
Yeah. He's the closest one, at least.
Yeah. further south, close to the enemy position, however you want to put it. But now we're seeing a shift from simple tankers. A few tankers are moving up. Wallhacks has crossed the open. Oh, nice. Okay, he's going to be countering out anyone crossing, well, at least firing on and getting free damage on anybody crossing in the north. Facepalm does not take fire and is actually going to get across safely. Wallhacks missing the shot.
Well, simple tankers is cautious, but they're still aggressive enough to get map control. Hillside not overextending himself here because J Smooth is on his own in that position. But in the center, who is it in the courtyard?
That's Wallhacks.
Wallhacks.
Tried to fire. Pub Whisperer now moving up to support. And zooming on over. Logo could go down.
Go PvP takes a shot from Wallhacks. It's in the spaced armor, though. It does not penetrate. Predator takes down Angry White Guy. First tank to fall in this match against Simple Tankers and Fun Gaming.
Pub Whisperer is just watching the north, waiting. He's not lit. He's going to actually get into cover. Logo going dark. Now we've got a weird spread, actually, from Simple Tankers. They've got one tank, Pub Whisperer, cut off in the west. Fun Gaming could be attempting to jump on this, but they're not. Instead, they're going to be sitting in their defensive positions, also spread out, waiting to react, I guess.
Go PvP.
As I click through
Still away. I was seeing if one person's trying to scout him. Not the case here.
Not gonna happen.
5 minutes, 21 seconds.
Wallhacks has got Pub Whisperer actually kind of covered. If there's aggression towards Pub Whisperer, Wallhacks has a view on the line of approach. He's got one little area where he's going to be able to see that aggression coming and allow for Pub Whisperer to be able to line up a few shots or peek out first to try and counter that out. But the spread from Simple Tankers is actually rather fragile. Same thing for Fun Gaming. If a real organized push were to come through by Simple Tankers or Fun Gaming, they would probably be able to run over their opponent, as long as they just did not do it right up the middle, which is exactly where you're running yourself into the beautiful crossfire. So one of the flanks could be attacked fairly easily right now. An overmatch of rather small proportions would be successful, I'd expect. J Smooth getting off the hill, as it does look like Facepalm moving on up, but no spotting, so it looks like it's just a coincidence that these two were trying to do something with the hill. J Smooth deciding, let's not. And then it looks like Facepalm and Julo saying, hill seems like a really good idea right now. Just really weird.
It's Fun Gaming has 4 minutes if they're gonna prove anything from the hill. The best thing Facepalm could do is get long-range shots, sniper fire from up top.
He could take out Whiskey Dot, hurt Zakum, and hurt Wallhacks as much as he wants right now. It's just Simple Tankers needs to make that push, and it looks like J Smooth is one of the only factors holding them back. Mournblade as well. As soon as they decide to make the push because they recognize some kind of advantage, I don't know what they've seen that could indicate that they need to make a push, but the positioning says to me they're going for that northwest. And they know tanks have moved to the east, and that was due to Wallhacks' positioning, but now Zakum is able to spot towards the cap. He does have a small angle and verifies that no one has gone back to the west, but they also know that there were most of the tanks from Fun Gaming in the west earlier, so there's probably a few left behind. Let's take advantage of that, and let's overmatch. Predator's still out there, Go PvP, and Funny Bunny, all in that area, and here comes the push from Simple Tankers.
Go PvP. Coming around the corner, Zakum. And goes hit for 376. Wallhacks needs to continue to push, and he can't get the shot around the corner.
But Predator is now cut off, but he's going to put damage into Zakum. Wallhacks.
Double hit for 762. And another one for 1024 volley. Go PvP is hitting the tracks. J Smooth's hit for 271. He's hit for another volley of 252. Predator gets...
Predator does not have enough
shot.
shells to finish anyone off. J-Smooth just needs to make his shots count. Pub Whisperer is coming in to finish him, though. And here's the counter push. Funny Bunny, Kobe PB, and Stark all to react, and Cap has begun.
Funny Bunny is hit. Predator falls. Go PvP takes another hit for 311. Trying to push up against Zakum. Zakum gets a kill against Go PvP. Peeks out just in time to get it. Mournblade super low. But who's that up top? It's J-Smooth. Firing against Funny Bunny.
He does not have any
fell
shells,
back.
though. And
It's
now,
another tank.
okay, returning to base is going to be J-Smooth.
Pub Whisperer is returning to the flag cap. Who's that? Fun Gaming, 14 seconds.
Oh, J-Smooth takes a shell on his way back to base. He is spotted. And with that, he's actually going to approach on the wrong side of the cap.
3, 2, 1. Facepalm took down Mournblade. And Fun Gaming gets the base capture and the battle victory.
Nice play.
Whoa.
Good reaction. They did, I think, what Simple Tankers was not expecting. Simple Tankers expected a hard base camp and a hard, brutal reaction. Instead, they took a page in a way out of what we just saw from Simp, right, from the last series, and said, let's just cap. Let's just go for cap pressure. Brought a T8 over there so the T1s couldn't cancel each other out, and made the fight last long enough in the north. They brought enough counter-aggression, I think, that Simple Tankers was actually not quite... They read the situation wrong. They forced Simple Tankers to read the situation in such a way that they thought it was a full 5, and they were not ready to react or to push on through to the other side. Because of that, also along with missed shots, Simple Tankers, of course, did not do very well in that fight. It was actually very evenly matched for a 4v5. Not played that well by Simple Tankers in the brawl. Defense also lacking. Better played by Fun Gaming.
Yeah, I fear that Fun Gaming is setting a trap for any team that's going to aggress against them past the 5-minute mark for things such as this. So here's how you counter that trap. You search for the T1s. You go T1 hunting early on, and with the T1 victories that you're able to secure, it gives you more eyes and ears on the map itself. Therefore, you can set up better flanks. Is that an easy thing to achieve? Of course not. It's not easy. None of this stuff is easy. But that's how you counter that type of play, at least that trap play. I was very surprised to see that Fun Gaming had gone that far to go for the flag cap. But as a reminder, this is a team that has played against Russian teams for so long, and they're adjusting to how the American teams play. And that adjustment could either be adaptive and very, very dangerous if we see the same thing here against Simple Tankers on Ruinberg. A much, well, it's a larger map, but the hill splits Hemmelsdorf so much in terms of timing for tanks to move. For battle number 2, Fun Gaming is up 1-0 against Simple Tankers. Rookhill, what do we have for tanks?
For tanks, 3 AMX 5100s, an IS-3, and a 1390 for the side of Simple Tankers. Fun Gaming brings 2 5100s, 2 IS-3s, and a 1390. Of course, everyone has the T1 coming here.
Time to roll out.
And the opening moves, it looks like Simple Tankers is going to head to the east. To the west, Fun Gaming. And Fun Gaming might be going for that defensive play we know them so well for. So, buckle your seatbelts.
Here we go. If Fun Gaming is able to capture the hearts and minds of America, it'd be quite a feat. Only in week 4, but one way they could do it is to execute the same type of strategy that Victoria's Secret was able to do on this map. Strategy using the one line, firing blind shots into the northern village and the surrounding area, forcing their opponent to leave the Delta Village or focus on the Delta Village and then cross a TIE fighter for a defensive play against their flag cap. Meanwhile, moving down to the south, and then from the southern position, as most south as you can go, heading towards the east, pushing up down the 0, or up the 0 line rather.
Yes. Now,
Going
Pub
for the
Whisperer,
surprise.
notice how early on he's moving up in his 1390. It's highly aggressive, shows, it's a bit of an assumption in some ways, in that you are assuming your opponent's going to do what they've always done. Fun Gaming. I've been thinking that Fun Gaming was going to change things up. They were going to, at one point, just not camp. But, to throw us all off, they haven't changed. And so they're going to play defensively. They're going to possibly be countered out by Simple Tankers. Depends if Simple Tankers can execute on the hard camps. It's probably one of the most difficult things to actually do in World of Tanks. If your opponent plays to draw, you're in a weird situation. However, I do see tanks moving up a little bit. This could be a slow flow from Fun Gaming. They kind of slow play to take control of the west side of the map and shift positions to better to just better the situation. This is actually a little bit different than what we're used to seeing. 1390 Facepalm playing a flexible game. And now, spotted is Whiskey Dodd. Oddly enough, from Dulo, actually. How did Dulo get that spotting?
Dulo's in the bush. He's the closest tank there. He's got optics.
I guess the Dodd must have
He's got
picked
dual
a bad route.
He's got both optics.
Yes. So when you're moving and when you're sitting still, he's going to have good vision then. And it doesn't really matter to bring a gun laying drive.
Yeah.
All that much, although I would recommend it as a T1.
He's got the vents.
He's got vents. I would do vents, gun laying drive, optics.
For the T1?
For the T1.
Okay.
Now, if I know what I'm going to be doing, I can build out in between battles.
Now, these optics don't stack.
No.
They don't stack.
No, no, no. That would be absurd. You would have max view range and
you can
then
see into the future.
Yeah.
Right, still spotting on the south. 6 minutes, 54 seconds left in the battle. Fun Gaming leading 1-0 against Simple Tankers. Simple Tankers, a veteran team that's joined us in every season finals event that we've had since season 1. Fun Gaming joining us for the first time via qualifier number 2. They were knocked out in qualifier number 1 by Refuse to Die. Refuse to Die made it through qualifier number 1. And qualifier number 2 was Fun Gaming's to take. They took it, and now they're joining us here. 2-1.
You got to give it to Fun Gaming. They did not look as impressive in the qualifiers as they are right now. They've really upped their game. I think they were just getting used to maybe the ping issues that you have when you are in, Eastern Europe, going to America.
Yeah.
I mean, no server has that great a connection. It's just the infrastructure on the way there. God, I try to play on EU sometimes, and it's just not as good as playing on an A. That connection makes a huge difference, especially moving targets.
5 minutes, 46 seconds here. Plenty of time for each of these teams to reset their current strategy, go for a different engagement. Tough thing about Ruinberg, though, is the 3 big roads, the 3 big city blocks, actually 2 big city blocks and then a couple smaller ones that restrict avenues of approach. That's also what can make for very intriguing strategies between these different teams, not only from different team mentalities, but different cultures.
Yeah.
Comes to World of Tanks.
And we're actually looking at the same kind of spread, well, similar kind of spread to what we saw on Himmelsdorf. Right now we're looking at an east-west as opposed to a north-south spread from both teams. Both opting to spread out, cover every possible approach, have good vision control, and the ability to flex. Both teams. Thing is, with this kind of a setup, it's very difficult to actually make a push, which could result in a draw, which would result in me being sad.
The results. The results!
What do the results say, Clutch?
Armadar is talking about how the T-32 is best tank.
And he
Smart
also
man.
predicts 8 of them?
He said 8.
That's a bit of a shy number with as many battles as we're going to have
Yeah.
today, as many times as we're going to see Prohorovka.
There is a potential of 48 battles we will see. Well, that potential's been lessened because of the matches we've already had today.
But a potential of 48 battles?
48 battles. 5 battles
Yeah.
per match, 8 matches, plus all tiebreakers.
And if each of them went to a draw, theoretically?
Yeah.
480 minutes?
Yes. 480 minutes of tanks.
My God.
That's a lot of freedom.
So many tanks.
All right, Stark Predator. You're in the south. Now they're heading up towards the north, conglomerating with the tanks next to the fountain. 2 tanks spotted from Simple Tankers. 328. Shots firing. Ooh, Predator rams in the back of Stark.
Watch your driving, buddy. An angry white guy. Oh, shots fired. T1 goes down. Logo is the first dead tank. And now we've got, what's the reaction from Fun Gaming?
They're staying where they're at.
Typical Fun Gaming. Perfect. We expect this from them. Can always depend on Fun
Can
Gaming.
always depend. Funny Buddy gets hit.
Zakum in a nice position, actually. Reverse angled into a wall. Get the reload. Funny Bunny does not connect. The shot sails just over. Because of that, Zakum now has control of the corner. He's got a zeroed cannon, and he just waits for Funny Bunny.
Another shot into the side of the building from Zakum. Whoa!
Whoa.
The church is ringing its bells.
I wish I could hear the church.
For whom the bell tolls. Will it be Fun Gaming or Simple Tankers?
I think it tolls for Pub Whisperer.
Another shot. Did not connect, it looked like. Look at the spread of Simple Tankers. They are all over the place on this map.
This is a risky but potentially highly effective play. You've got the Dodd sitting in the south. Hasn't moved.
Wait.
Longest time.
Wait. I like this.
Angry
If
white guy.
they jump on the flag, it's going to pull all the tanks down to the south, and that's going to allow a flank from the north from Simple Tankers.
Yes, that is exactly it. Especially if Simple Tankers can try and grab the
There's
attention.
not enough time. There's not enough time.
Oh, there's enough time. Oh, there's enough
I'm going
time.
to make the prediction right now. There's not enough time.
Oh, there's enough time. There's enough time to get the kills. There's definitely not enough time for the cap, though. I would certainly.
No,
agree.
there's not enough time to get the kills, I think.
Oh, there's
They're
enough
going
time.
for it.
I
J
believe.
Smooth takes a hit for 397.
Wallhex turns sideways, getting ready to shield the T1s. The Dodd gets in here, and he will begin hiding. And now, Predator can try his best, but Whisperer gonna take some damage. And here comes the push to the screen from tanks. Mornblade trying to cover, sitting wide.
Another shot from Pub Whisperer. But return fire. Pub's burning. And he falls. Predator got the kill from that 5100.
Very unfortunate. J Smooth moving in a little bit late, actually, in from the north. Wallhex, though, hasn't actually taken any damage. And 5 seconds left. Mornblade could screen this. Facepalm needs to make one connection, but he will not. But from behind, Starkfung moves in and gets the connection. Actually tracking the Dodd instead of hitting Wallhex. But he
40
resets everything.
seconds left to get a tank aside here. They're not going to be able to get a flag cap victory. Stark and Funny Bunny focusing on Wallhack. Zakum still in the fight. And Stark, he may be out. He may be out of shells. Funny Bunny fires the side of hacks, or to the rear actually. Waits the reload. And Zakum takes down Stark. Wallhacks. Oh, he rams into Zakum. And Zakum can't get in front of him in time. 9 seconds left.
Now, Zakum has the advantage. First shot. Funny Bunny, unless an ammo rack happens, should... What? Oh, time.
Didn't happen. It's a
Time.
draw.
Huh.
Told
You were
you.
right, Josh.
Not enough time.
You're completely right. You called it. It was not enough time.
A minute and 45 seconds is not enough time for these brawls to happen unless every shot lands and an ammo rack happens. It's not. It never will be. It has to be around 215 to 220 in order for it to be gosh darn close. You want to be safe 3 minutes. At 3 minutes, you know you're going to brawl.
There was a 3-second window right there for cap to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It almost did. All that happened was you had just tanks not even caring.
Yeah,
If
no,
they would have extended time, if there would have been more time in the battle, tanks would have died, and the battle would have actually extended in time, and tanks were loaded. You could have actually seen a victory for Simple Tankers. That's if tanks die at the very last seconds of the battle. It continues. And it just continues.
It continues. It continues.
Keeps going.
Well, again, but even at 3 minutes, you want to go for the flag cap, go then. Because if they're going to extend the time, which they will, because they're going to land some shots unless you're very lucky, or you're able to kill them first, it resets, 50 seconds at most, depending on the spread of points that happens for the tanks that's on there.
Yeah.
It's all dependent on which tank they hit and how long it's been on the flag cap. That's understandable. It gives you more breathing room for the win rather than the draw.
Very possibly, but Simple Tankers, like you said, probably attacked too late. They did, to their credit, need all that time to kind of force Fun Gaming into their weird position, which they weren't able to quite do in enough time. The cap, I thought the cap was pretty good, though, using the 5100s as cover, and then also screening that with a nice crossfire. You saw Mournblade to the east, actually. Yeah, the east and south, and you saw 1390 Pub Whisper slightly to the west and north, actually making it so the tanks on cap were safe in a way.
All right, let's get ready for battle number 3 between Simple Tinkers and Fun Gaming. Fun Gaming is up still 1-0 on Ensk. Rookhill, what do we have for tanks?
For tanks, 3 AMX 5100s and 2 IS3s. For Simple Tinkers, Fun Gaming will bring 3 5100s and 2 IS3s.
Mirror matchup.
There you go.
You got it, chat.
J-Smooth not moving right off the bat. I know he's had connection problems in the past. I hope he does it again. It would make me very sad. And the dot has stopped. Angry White Guy has stopped. Pub Whisperer, Coom. See people sitting still. Is that a disconnect?
Still waiting for verification if it has been or not.
I mean...
Oh, it has been a disconnect, yes.
Okay. Yeah, J-Smooth, I think, is the culprit in this one.
Ah, J-Smooth.
Yeah. Occasionally, I've seen it in practices, and I've seen it in previous battles. You've seen him WZ-132 on the top of mines. Decent chance of winning. Disconnected.
Yeah. It's tough. But we've also seen disconnects work in the favor of, was it Victoria's Secret versus Kung Fu?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about when the 5100 was
Ensk.
Akiyama disconnected? Am I right to remember it was Akiyama?
I can't remember which player it was.
I think it was Akiyama, and he disconnects, and then Terry's just really confused.
Terry Loves Bird goes, takes a shot, then his turret, as if he's looking with his eyes going, something's not right, something does not compute, and he backed up, but by then it was too late. They got the surround.
Oh, I forgot to actually leave the battle. I'm a bad person.
Oh, and it was you we were waiting on.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
So we jump back into battle. Admin's probably going, guys, make sure you left the battle. Everyone, we left the battle. Someone's still in the battle.
It's the spectator.
It was Rookhill.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We forgive you. This one time. And that's all you get.
I get one time?
Mm-hmm.
You don't get 3 strikes?
No.
Get 1 strike.
1 strike.
That's not fair. I want 2 strikes.
Who told you life was fair?
I mean, I want 2 strikes.
All right, chat, you're going to have to decide. Does Rookhill get 1 strike or 2?
Whoa, don't put it in the hands of chat.
Hey,
That's,
hey, you requested a change. We cannot take the change from your will, but it has to be the will of the people.
Democracy.
No. You know, Benjamin Franklin said that democracy is the worst form of government?
Why?
America is not a democracy. We are a democratic republic. There is a big difference.
Yeah, we elect our officials. It's a cool system.
All right, we go. We're waiting for the countdown between the two.
Oh, okay. Well,
Benjamin Franklin said it the best way. He said a democracy is like 2 wolves and a sheep voting for what's for dinner. Okay. A democratic republic is the same vote, but the sheep has a gun. It's Benjamin Franklin.
He said the sheep gets a gun?
Yeah.
I know about the wolves and the dinner thing. I don't know about the sheep and the gun thing. Although that is kind of cool. Is it like a one-shot, though?
I don't know. I don't know.
What kind of gun does it
Musket,
get?
maybe. Here we go. Ensk is the map between the two. Teams Fun Gaming is up 1-0 as we're in battle number 3. And go ahead and detail for us again real quickly, Rookhill, the tanks.
Gladly. We got 3 5100s for either side, 2 IS3s for either side, 2 T1 Cunninghams for either side. Mirror matchup.
Here we go.
And east play a little bit from Simple Tankers. We've got Zakum, wall hacks, looking south, making the blind fire, and knocking over stuff. You know, Godzilla mode kind of stuff. Pub Whisperer, looking down the 6 line. No, 7 line. Not seeing anything. Decides to destroy a tree. Good job, Pub. Killing the earth. Then he walks into a lumberyard.
Go PvP and Funny Bunny. IS3s on the F road. On the F line, excuse me. Not scouting anything yet. Simple Tankers vying for the east.
Interesting way to play it. Mournblade and wall hacks are just putting out damage down the 6 line. But there's nothing down there for them to hit. They're exposed to the west. If a flank were to come in from Fun Gaming and they were to actually push up, they would have free kills on Warmbladed wall hacks, which I find to be an odd weakness of Simple Tankers in this move right now. At the same time, it looks like Fun Gaming's actually moving up.
Slightly.
Oh,
They are going from
Weka
city block to
spotted.
city block.
Dulo spotted.
It's Go PvP and Funny Bunny that are up north the most. But the Whiskey Dodd,
The Dodd.
if he's able to spot, let's say at least 2, he spots 1, but if he can spot at least 2 of these heavies, Simple Tankers has the open window that will last at most 10 seconds for them to move.
Possibly. And it looks like because of that spotting, they've decided to move anyway. And you can see Zakum, wall hacks. Where's one? Mournblade. Right over there. Mournblade's moving up a little bit too. But nice coverage from Mournblade. He's actually going to be looking down the 5 line to kind of watch it on the flank while wall hacks and Zakum move in on train tracks. It's an interesting split. If someone gets caught out alone and pushed on, they're going to have a hard time defending themselves. But there's such flexibility in these lines that it's very costly to begin that engagement, that overmatch.
Go PvP is getting close to... Well, no one. I thought he was going to keep driving, but he's going to stay in this defensive position. Dulo still scouting for Fun Gaming, close to the flag cap. Simple Tankers are going to retreat from the east side and head to the north.
Interesting play. They know that, well, the jig's up. They can't make that attack anymore, not safely. Or maybe they will. Angry White Guy's staying behind a little bit. J-Smooth as well.
Shot fired towards Dulo here, but it was actually Funny Bunny shooting through the wall. Takes away some of the cover, but it's also a blind fire into potential T1 position from Simple Tankers. No one there at the present. Simple Tankers huddling up to the north. They could sweep in. Would you favor the railroad tracks or a one-line push from the north?
That's a hard question. Let's think. One line could work. You also can catch Facepalm off. Facepalm is actually in the north, like alone, without any other T8 support, right? I'm not losing my mind.
No, you're not. He's got a T1 up to the north that's able to scout ahead of him, and he's far enough back from the front lines that he could escape. But Simple Tankers, yeah, they're spotted. One up to the north. They get the kill against Logovas, so there goes the eyes and ears.
Mournblade was the only one spotted. Wall hacks is not lit. Facepalm, oh, he does get away. Okay, he's just booking it.
He knew that was the trigger. Oh, and he gets shot from behind.
Nice shot.
372. That came from the keyhole position.
Wall hacks
on the building.
What a shot! I did not think he was going to make that at all.
Oh,
that must have
it.
gone. Jeez, where did that go? Zoom in time.
Whew, right through there.
Didn't realize that was such a straight shot.
Wow.
Fire all the way back here.
It's a very, very small shot to make.
Yeah, but
it was a great one.
Still pretty cool.
Past the 5-minute mark between the two teams. Fun Gaming has changed again their format. Horizontal wall. Dulo still scouting for any approach on the flag cap. Go PvP. And Fun Gaming getting set up for any type of one-line push coming out of Simple Tankers. Not the case, and now they're going to be... I'm checking out Simple Tankers.
Simple Tankers has got a really ingenious plan. So they might actually make a push from the north while bringing in some kind of aggression on the south. Oh, sorry, Cap from the southeast. They've got the T1s, Angry White Guy, right, and the Dodd. Both of them in the south. And this is where the fight happens. This is going to be similar to what we saw in Himmelsdorf, but now the roles are switched. They've traded their scripts, and they've decided...
I want to play the princess.
Yes.
They're deciding. Right, Funny Bunny and Zakum trade blows. And
no connections.
They don't connect.
Oh, this is... No. Fun gaming. This is the greatest
bait. Yeah, Mournblade probably was missed that shot, though.
You follow that. I'm going to watch this Cap. As the Dodd and White Guy move in. J-Smooth with them. And they found Julo. Dodd has opened fire, but he is not winning this fight. White Guy is actually going to get in the way. J-Smooth gets the kill. Here's the Cap. Starkfung is way back, and it's a 4v4 in the north.
Facepalm took out Zakum, and so there's still plenty of tier 8s from Fun Gaming to deal with the damage dealers from Simple Tankers. Go PvP around the corner is able to stick to that one position. He pushes around, gets the shot against Mournblade. Now Go PvP is going to push across towards the railroad tracks. Mournblade, less than half health. Whiskey Dodd, same. Super low on health, and a reset happens.
Oh, Pub Whisperer and Mournblade just move in so fast and so aggressively, recognizing the kill they need to get. And now, 9 seconds left.
7 seconds. Predator and Go PvP moving as fast as they can. Pub Whisperer is going to stop him. He's going to head out and stop the aggression. Or no, he can't. He's reloading. Mournblade pushes out and tries to stop him. 6 seconds left. He pushes against Predator, tries to stop Go PvP. Predator gets the reset, though. Mournblade tries to fire again. They're trying to cover J-Smooth. Funny Bunny, Predator, and Go PvP are going to overmatch the tanks that are still reloading. Mournblade fires back. Wallhacks gets in front. Not enough time. And he's going to fall as well. Facepalm from further away gets the shot. Funny Bunny with the last hit and the kill. And now it's just Pub Whisperer. On the run, 1:40.
And he is at full health, full clip. It's completely possible, except when you do bounces like that. And now he's firing on the move. He has to get out of here. He's being surrounded.
And Go PvP's pushing
His engine's
up.
damaged. He can't move very fast. 5100's pretty mobile, but it's not that mobile when you have a dead engine.
That's all the shots left for Pub
His
Whisperer.
engine's gone, actually, now. He can't even move. He has no mobility.
Really?
Yeah, completely gone.
Funny Bunny around the corner.
I mean, this is as much of a sitting duck as you can. Pub
And
gives
he
up.
gets it. What is happening, Rookhill? Fun Gaming up 2-0 against Simple Tankers.
I don't even know.
They out brawled them. They outmaneuvered them. They kept tanks in the right positions at the right time to create great shots before they moved in to get the flag cap, so they were weak. They continued to focus on the weaker tanks so they would fall, and they kept their tanks alive. Simple Tankers was unable to land pinpoint shots against the same tanks to get the HP
and
value.
now the only situation Simple Tankers can have a victory is in a tiebreaker, which is mind-blowing to me. I did not expect Fun Gaming to perform like this and Simple Tankers to just be beaten in these battles on Himmelsdorf and now on Ensk. City maps I wouldn't consider to be the strongest choice for Simple Tankers. You know, they've generally performed very well on open maps. This could actually be the point where it comes back. Mines being the next map. Fun Gaming, what do you think? Do you think they perform that well on Mines? Do you think they perform better than Simple Tankers on Mines?
No.
No.
I've thought a lot of things that have proven to be untrue today, though, Rookhill.
Fair enough.
Get Simple Tankers on an open map. Mines is not as open as Prohorovka or Cliff, but get J-Smooth in that WZ-132. Get Simple Tankers on an open map and have them unleash the power that we've seen before against other teams.
And Josh, it looks like Fun Gaming has called a timeout.
They have. They have called a timeout, and this would be why if I was Fun Gaming. All right, we're moving into the territory that Simple Tankers has been able to outperform many teams. How do we outperform them on this map? How do they do it? They keep playing their game. They are playing this long, patient game, and they're waiting for the right opportunity for Simple Tankers to go for their flag cap, for Simple Tankers to attack, for Simple Tankers to move in and think, oh, they're going to be camping. We can isolate one of these tanks and do it. They're not able to isolate these tanks. Facepalm knew when to escape, and he did. He didn't try to stay and go, let me get a couple shots, guys, and then I'll try to get out of there. No, the T1 got destroyed. Facepalm was out.
Yeah.
And he was huge in that fight to the south.
Yeah, just better. I'm really surprised, though, that Simple Tankers isn't able to take the momentum that they're getting in these fights and continue it through. Maybe they need to be more aggressive. Are they halfway between where they need to be and what they're, what is not enough? I don't know. It's kind of aggressive. It's just probably not aggressive enough. I think Mines will be the time when we see a change, when we see a real aggression towards the hill.
We're going to have to find out. That's the only thing that we can do right now. Our predictions may try to give you guys a better scope of what these teams have done in the past, but it's going to come down to tank selections and how they're able to operate these tanks. Rookhill, what do we have for tanks?
A bit surprised here. Fun Gaming looks to be down a T1, as they'll bring two 5100s, 3 IS-3s, and a single T1 Cunningham. Simple Tankers, two 5100s, two T-32s, a 1390, and both of their T1s. Either a disconnect?
Might have been an internet disconnect. They
that would be why they
used their
called
timeout.
it
Yeah, they used their timeout. Timeout expired. It's a 60-second timeout. The other 60 seconds for them to select their tank. Not in time. They have to play.
Makes sense. Wow, that hurts. Their internet issues could seriously affect their ability to perform on this map. And actually, Fun Gaming is going to do something unexpected for Fun Gaming, and they're going to push for the hill.
In Cove PvP, Funny Bunny and Stark will be the pushers here in the IS-3s.
It's one way to do it.
Not 1390s, not T-69s, not even Pershings.
And the aggression will continue to the top of the hill.
And they'll get the hill.
Oh, by the way, I need to check off 2 more T-32s.
Now that brings us to 8.
That it does. And now Mournblade, Zakum haven't even proxy lit anything. The Dodd, will you proxy anything? Yes, you will. Go PvP is lit. And that will indicate hill control for Fun Gaming to the Simple Tankers. You've got coverage by Wallhacks towards the hill. You've got coverage by J-Smooth towards the entrance to the hill. And it looks like Zakum will be moving up with Mournblade. They need to be very conscious of their enemy's positions. Pub Whisperer is even lit in the west. That could prompt a Fun Gaming push off the hill because of Pub Whisperer's inability to support. However, it does look like Facepalm is in the back in the north. What's Facepalm doing?
Checking in on Facepalm as we speak. 5100 ready to pounce on any tanks coming up on the water side.
Interesting. You could actually see an all-in onto the hill from Simple Tankers if they can pull it off. That could potentially work. Pub Whisperer on the way back.
This is a tough spot for Simple Tankers because the best scenario for them is a draw win, is 1 league point.
Yeah. And that is the worst situation is, I guess, a loss for Fun Gaming, but that still hurts Simple Tankers' score in the league as they are having some trouble.
Yeah, either way, Fun Gaming is either going to get 3 victory points.
They can get 0. They're more likely to get the 3 or the 1.
They're more likely to get 3 in this position here, but they don't want to go to a tiebreaker either. Nobody wants to go to a tiebreaker. It's desired over a loss, of course, but
we'll see. Pub Whisperer moving up. Okay, this is an interesting move from Simple Tankers. I'm trying to think about what he's trying to accomplish with this 1390 move. He could be trying to screen out the 5100 position on Alpha 4, which would be very strange for one. But he could also be T1 hunting, and that's not a bad move either. Moving up, he's going down Charlie line. If he spots, oh wow, that's a lot of spotting actually. As the hill, does it look like is Mournblade? They're moving up. They're going to try and play the hill games. They need to pay attention though. Facepalm is in a dangerous position. Yeah, Pub Whisperer. Okay, I think I see what's going to go. Pub Whisperer's going to try and spot Facepalm. We're going to see counterfire maybe onto Facepalm. We might see counterfire going on the hill, but just knowing Facepalm's position, I think will very much help Simple Tankers in their ability to deal with this situation. Pub Whisperer has a interesting alternate angle, actually towards the hill a little bit. I think he recognizes that he doesn't actually have that great a position. The gun doesn't go up that high. But now we got Mournblade trying to find his place on the hill. We've got, oh wow, is that J-Smooth actually moving out to the west? and will possibly go down the 1 line. Okay, there's a lot of stuff happening for Simple Tankers right now.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I'm able to read this exactly what they're going for, but
let's look at what Simple Tankers is going to try to accomplish. They don't have hill dominance, correct? They don't have the high ground. So where do they go? They have potential hillside. They don't know that the 5100 is all the way back there. You have east, but that's not a viable option because of how well the tanks are placed on the hillside itself. They'll be able to scout it. They'll be able to get shots against it from anyone moving from the south itself. So this turns into another draw scenario. And if Fun Gaming is able to draw, it's a win.
I do hear shots fired, though. And yes,
that was one tank that was destroyed. Whiskey Dodd got taken out.
Dodd dead? Okay, that was in... What was that? Oh,
ooh,
right
shot
below the
and a
hill.
bounce off the front of...
Could prompt a push. However, Zakum needs to pay attention to his north. Pub Whisperer moving in, possibly to counter out Facepalm's position with coverage from J-Smooth. That's going to be cap pressure waiting to happen. Pub Whisperer to proxy spot the 5100. And take out the T1. Logo, shot on the move from Pub Whisperer, gets it. Facepalm's looking for Pub, as Pub is just zigging and zagging as best he can. Facepalm takes fire from J-Smooth. 2 connections for 500 damage. And now Mournblade, Zakum trying to make the screen as cap pressure should be on the way in just a moment.
Funny Bunny's in trouble. He's taking a lot of damage, but Go PvP and Stark are there to cover it. They've spotted the 5100 out of the play, you could say, in the center on the hillside. That could give some confidence to Simple Tankers to try to overmatch on the hill, but they're going to be up against 3 IS-3s. One of them's low.
But here's the thing, T-32s fire quickly enough that they can utilize them to control their opponent's movements. Continual, accurate track shots can change the game. They can change absolutely everything. If Zakum and Mournblade can make their shells penetrate and track at the same time on every single shell they land, that is a victory. If they cannot, they will lose once the push comes.
Another beautiful bounce off the front of that T-32. Stark lands a hit against Zakum and falls back. He gets hit twice as Mournblade is able to get the double tap.
Now it looks like J-Smooth is actually going to be moving back. Cap has begun, and that is Pub Whisperer sitting on the cap, baiting out Facepalm. But will Facepalm actually peek out is the real question.
Go
Here
PvP.
comes, looks like the push is waiting to happen. The IS-3s know, and there was the first few track shots.
They're trying to exchange damage and spread that damage, where they focus on Go PvP first. Predator takes a hit, but Funny Bunny and Stark and the IS-3 is going to try to keep Predator alive for a long time. Funny Bunny falls. 2 tier 8s down. Simple Tankers able to take it into their favor with 3 minutes left. However, all Fun Gaming has to do is hold.
And there's a beautiful track shot again from Zakum and from Mournblade.
And Predator will fall if he gets hit here from one of the T-32s. He takes down Zakum, though. Stark needs to cover his retreat. Mournblade's going to go for it. He fires. He misses. Stark does not fire back. He waits for it. And J-Smooth in the 5100 is going to try to push up top.
I think he just bounced off the back of Mournblade's turret, getting a little bit ahead of himself.
Predator still on the run. Stark holding off. Takes another shot against Mournblade. Stark now going to brawl. Oh, Predator falls down. Takes 131 falling damage. Stark trying to brawl against Mournblade here. J-Smooth trying to push up against him. And Stark gets the kill. Stark at 36 HP. Now he's up against a AMX 5100 that is still reloading. He can get a shot before he falls. He won't get it. He actually decides to move down towards the south. 55 seconds left on the flag cap for Simple Tankers.
Yep, and now J-Smooth might be reloaded in a moment, but let's go back to the cap up north. Angry White Guy is on the cap. Wall hacks there. Pub Whisperer is taken out, the 5100, or there is no 5100. There's only Pub Whisperer.
He got destroyed. Pub Whisperer is able to get him.
I didn't even see where he was.
9 seconds left.
7.
Stark trying to get there in time. 2, 1. Fires, and it's blocked.
He caught the shell. Pub Whisperer had almost no cap points.
Pub Whisperer was able to catch it. And Simple Tankers puts a point on the board. Mines was their map.
That was an incredibly delicate situation for Simple Tankers. Any wrong move, if the shots they'd fired had not been track shots that also penetrated, the ones that they actually managed to, completely different game. A complete overmatch in the south, and Simple Tankers is wiped out. Just very easily wiped out. Different thing happens. They make the shots count. They get the track shots and the track pens. Enough bounces happen because T-32, American freedom, has no cons. Good job.
A lot of bounces happen against those T-32s because you'll notice they hit the turrets, and that is the strongest. The frontal armor on the turret is the strongest place for a T-32. But take a look at the damage that Predator was able to do. 11 out of 14, and he did 2,929 damage. Right below him, Stark from Fun Gaming, 8 for 9, 2,698. Taking a look at Simple Tankers, though.
Look at the T-32 potential damage received. The damage blocked by armor also.
Nice. Look at that. 1,170 blocked by armor.
I also wanted to compare that to the amount of damage blocked by armor by the IS-3s of Fun Gaming. Stark Fung is the only one to actually have damage blocked by armor. Everyone else doesn't. There is no damage blocked by armor. The IS-3s were actually inferior in their armor to the T-32s in this case, where the T-32s were able to get hull downs. They weren't able to make every shot connect, but they have 100% connections with penetrations. Note, though, that there were a few shots that went into tracks, and we saw one that was going underneath one of the IS-3s of Fun Gaming, and it was destined for, or intended for, a 5100. Instead, we get a nice track shot.
It was a very nice track shot. Did not get the reset. He slid in there and was able to block it, like we saw in a lot of the World Cup Brazil games. A lot of those defenders sliding in and blocking the shot. It's very, very cool to see.
That's right. Sports ball. Great sports ball.
Here we go. Battle number 5. This is a must-win for Simple Tankers to survive and take us to the tiebreaker. On steps, Rookhill, what do we have for tanks?
For tanks, a Pershing, 2 T-69s, and 2 1390s, along with 2 T1 Cunninghams.
Let's get this show on the road.
And Fun Gaming will bring 2 T-69s and 3 1390s. Also T1 Cunninghams. No T-32s. No T-32s. Everyone's opting instead for the slightly more mobile option.
We're still at the 8. Still at 8 for the counter.
Do we have a disconnect again? I think we have a disconnect again.
Is it J Smooth again?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be him. It could be someone else. But yeah.
No one has called the disconnect.
Interesting. I don't see anyone from Simple Tankers moving though, which confuses me. It could be a very clever trap.
Oh, we'll still have to wait for verification from the admin. There has been a disconnect. Back out of the garage and wait for whoever disconnected to get back. They
Let
have
me
a
see
time
if
limit.
I can tell who it is. Who is it? Oh wait, I can't tell.
You can't tell. We have to wait for our
I
admin to
have
tell
to
us.
get back into battle.
All right, so steps. Here's the
Yes.
ground rules right now for Fun Gaming. Turtle. 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 Don't chase. Don't have to prove any points. Turtle. For Simple Tankers, break that turtle. That's what they have to do. How do they do it, though? Let's jump in here and take a look at the spawn points real quick. So, Fun Gaming is to the south. Simple Tankers is at the north.
Okay.
Fun Gaming heads all the way to the west. They don't go for the east. They head in the west. They wait in the rocks. They have one of the T1s stay near the flag cap. They wait for Simple Tankers to come to their flag cap, then they pounce on them. Just like they've done previously in other matches.
It could work, but Simple Tankers, if they pick on that and they do really well, training room time. Sorry, my bad. I keep forgetting. I always forget to hit battle.
It's 2 strikes.
Dang it.
It's all right.
Dang it. I can't.
It's
I
all
asked
right.
for 2 strikes and I lost them
Be
within
careful.
the same match.
Careful what you wish for, my friend.
Because I'll get it. I should make more wishes.
The tanks. Say, cheat the system. All right, the tanks will be the same for the 2 teams that we have here. Moving to battle number 5 between Fun Gaming and Simple Tankers. Let's do it again. Fun Gaming is up 2-1. Rookhill, let's go ahead and remind everyone the tanks that they're using.
Yep. Simple Tankers, Pershing, 2 T-69s, 2 1390s. They got more mediums than their opponent. 2 T-69s, 3 1390s for Fun Gaming. So we've got a lot of mobility on Fun Gaming. We've got a better hull down, slower, a little bit more hit points, but there's a lot of damage waiting there to happen all the same. Very dangerous, highly mobile Fun Gaming, though. And as we saw just before the disconnect was declared, I believe Fun Gaming was going right up the middle. Which they are.
Predator.
Oh,
He was for a
interesting
sec, but he popped up next to the bushes, next to the rocks.
I see what he's going for.
And shot fired towards Mornblade does not connect.
Lucky. Lucky Mournblade. It was an early damage counter out, and they counter out your white guy. Good play. Move the 1390 to one of the earliest opening spots, and instead of doing an active scout run where your 1390 is spotted, revealing that is your intention of scouting that area, you move into a passive position. I like doing that a lot when I play, instead of doing active runs all day because you can't depend on people to be able to support you at the instant that you move out. You instead get the passive, and maybe you get knowledge, but you also have less risk, especially if you don't get lit. So, smart play by Fun Gaming. High level scouting right there from, what was that? Who was 1390 was that?
It's Predator.
It's Predator. I mean, come on guys, his name is Predator.
Let's follow Go PvP in a T69 for a bit here. He's going to join Logo and Stark and Facepalm.
J-Smooth moving up, still at base kind of. I don't know if he's having connection issues or what, but it's a weird spot for a 1390. I feel like he's cut off a little.
This is what I called Rookhill. Western play coming out of Fun Gaming. One tank stays behind to cover the flag cap. So this is Simple Tanker's play. They have to get the win. They have to get the win in order to take us to a draw.
And then we'll see him on Corellia.
And
Could have it.
Yeah, but I wonder who's done more damage so far. Whose choice it will be to defend or attack.
Ruinberg. Who did more damage on Ruinberg? That's hard to call. Darn. We'll have to find out. That'll be up to the admin when he figures all that math out. Because you got to figure in the last battle as well.
Yeah, it was Simple Tankers that attacked. And it was not enough time for them to attack. It was not enough time for them to get the flag cap. They went for it. They were close, but it got reset.
It seemed like
there was 2 tanks left alive for both teams.
It could have been very close.
Yeah.
It probably was an inconsequential difference, I guess. But then Himmelsdorf, Simple Tankers seemed to be actually about. They dealt less damage. More damage was dealt to Simple Tankers, I think. Then on Ensk, that was certainly more damage dealt by Fun Gaming. So Fun Gaming in the battles they won, I just dealt more damage. It wasn't a matter of anything else. Ruinberg seemed maybe in the favor of Simple Tankers a little bit. Mines, of course, Simple Tankers right there. And we're gonna have to see what happens on steps. But now there's a spread yet again from Simple Tankers. Gonna be doing a very similar layout to what they were doing last time. Kind of just not staying too close together, but being flexible.
Facepalm, Dulo, Predator, and Funny Bunny in the south, cruising together. Funny Bunny, Facepalm. Jumping up on top of the hillside. Still, they're using the mobility of these tanks to scout around, make sure that Simple Tankers isn't going to surprise them from the north. And that's not going to be the case at all. Simple Tankers is vying for that eastern valley position, jumping up from the valley and then going for it. Now, what they could do is create some sort of stacked V and have the smaller tanks, the Whiskey Shot at least, hide in the V. Like a
Mighty Duck style flying V.
No. A circle of wagons.
They don't have any wagons.
But you would circle the wagons in order to protect what was inside.
Oh, I thought you meant literally circle the wagons.
Well, it's a tactic.
I get that, but I thought you meant you were literally telling them to circle the wagons, which would be really weird.
All right, here we go. Simple Tankers is going to engage Fun Gaming on the west. It's an overmatch. J-Smooth falls first, but Facepalm is getting unloaded against the T-69s. Can he survive the onslaught? Mournblade is able to fire a shot.
One more.
Can he get one more against Facepalm? No, he can't. Facepalm is able to get out of there quickly. Stark from around the corner is going to push up against Zakum. Fires one to the dirt.
Wallhax moves in front, screens that. Oh, but the shot sneaks past anyway, and Zakum goes down. 2 tier 8s are dead for Simple Tankers. Fun Gaming is dominating right now.
They're waiting for Simple Tankers to make their move. That's all they had to do, and they did it. And now they got punished for it. They almost took down Facepalm, but all tanks still left alive for Fun Gaming. Go PvP takes a shot. Facepalm finally falls. First tank to fall.
But here
Go
comes
PvP's
Predator
next.
right from behind. This flank is too powerful.
Oh, Predator from up top. They're focusing on Stark, and Predator is just ready and waiting to take down the American tanks. Mournblade from behind is in trouble, and Predator is able to take him down. Beautiful play coming out of Fun Gaming, using, again, the agility of their tanks. Wall hacks getting unloaded upon. He's on fire. He falls. 2 tanks left alive. Simple Tankers is not going to make it out of here. This is an upset. This is a game that people were betting on that Simple Tankers was going to win, and that's not the case. Do not underestimate Fun Gaming.
And now, Pub Whisperer can try all he might, but 3 minutes and 30 seconds left with the cap. Not gonna happen. Well, maybe. I mean, what kind of world could Pub Whisperer do this? And that is a lot of mistakes by Fun Gaming.
We live in a world of possibilities, Ruko, but also probabilities, and probably he's not going to make it out of this. 2 shots have missed
As
from
you say
Stark.
that.
He gets tracked and he's down. Whiskey Dodd, last alive. The only thing he can do is try to cap. And from far away, Dulo is able to win in the duel of the T1s. And Fun Gaming takes the series 3-1 against Simple Tankers. Fun Gaming is now 3-1 in their standings.
That is absolutely mind-blowing. I did not expect Fun Gaming to perform this well at all, or Simple Tankers to actually lose like this.
Fun Gaming is a very punishing team. The way that they play is a come-at-me-bro type mentality of playing very, very patiently and then finding the mistake in their opponents. And this is going to get difficult for teams that are aggressive because they like to get into the brawl very, very quickly. And Fun Gaming is going to position themselves in any way they can at the beginning, despite what people say about them, in order to get the win. And that's what we saw today.
Or rather, to not lose.
Yeah.
That is just pretty much one of the highest levels of World of Tanks play. Instead of taking risks and hoping your opponent will make mistakes, you just allow your opponent to make the mistakes, and then you take advantage of them. That's Fun Gaming's playstyle. Any mistake that an opponent makes, they jump on immediately, exploit it, and that's it. That's victory.
Well played by Fun Gaming. We're going to look forward to more of their matches for the rest of the season. They're looking strong to join us in the finals at the end of the season, but anything can still happen in the 3 weeks after week number 4.